Hi, everybody. I'm Linda. Welcome back. Today is a combination Walmart, two Amazon items, and a few things from Dollar Tree. And three of the items I bought just for a taste test, and the other two, well, four for a taste test, and one we knew what it was. But I did this shop after I picked up my Azure order the other day, and I'm just getting around to getting this filmed. It's just been crazy. So, but let's do the Dollar Tree first because that's short and sweet. Now, I drink maybe a sip off of my husband's soda once every 2 weeks. So I don't like soda, but we do like the cream soda. So I found this, and I just bought one bottle, and we both like that. So, and it's still, I just, it's not even open yet. This brand I saw, and I thought, well, it's cream soda, and it's supposed to be a craft soda. So I bought one just to give it a try. And we both tried it, and there's actually still some in there, so I need to put it back in the refrigerator. But this I find is much better than the IBC. This actually reminded me of the Italian egg creams that I would get in Brooklyn or at Coney Island or any place like that in New York. This truly, truly brought the Italian neighborhood, the festival, the feast, Brooklyn, Coney Island. This really brought Brooklyn home. So this reminded me of an egg cream. My husband really liked this. He liked this a lot better than the IBC. So those were two of the Dollar Tree items. The other is lemon juice, and this is just a Dollar Tree brand, and I wrote on it so you guys could see. I can a lot. So I go through lemon juice like crazy, and I like weak tea, even iced tea. I make it stronger for my husband, and I like mine with lemon, or sometimes I just like hot tea with lemon or hot water. So I just use this. I don't always have fresh lemons in the house, so this works. So, and I'm crushing the few fresh lemons I have. But this is a 17-ounce bottle that I get at Dollar Tree, and I've noticed no difference in this when I put it in water or tea or anything like that. It works just as well. And I've looked at the ingredients on the name brand, Real Lemon, and they're the same. So this was $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. It's now $1.50, but it is a 17-ounce bottle. So it comes down to 0.088 an ounce. Walmart has a 15-ounce bottle of the Walmart brand lemon juice for $1.94 or 12.9 cents an ounce. An ounce. Real Lemon is 15-ounce bottle for $2.37 or 15.8 cents an ounce. So you can see the math right there. This is much cheaper. So when I find it, I buy at least 6 to 8 at a time, and they always have plenty on the shelf. So that was that. The other items I bought, because there's a couple of people I watch, and they also do Dollar Tree hauls. So I was like, you know what? Just for giggles, I figured, okay, I was going to buy 3 different types of cookies. Now, I bake, and we just don't buy cookies. But I thought, well, everybody's always talking about, oh, they taste good or whatever. So I bought 3 different types to try. Now, I do like Walker's shortbread because it is real shortbread. So it's the Scottish shortbread, and I really like that. So the box looks similar. It says European cookies, classic shortbread. And I took a bite out of one in the car, and I actually spit it out, and I thought I was going to throw up. I brought it home. I showed my husband, and he took a bite. He couldn't even finish it. He spit it out. He's like, that's not a cookie. I don't know what it is. And I was like, no, I just bought them just to, I see people raving about these cookies at Dollar Tree, and I thought, well, let's try it just to see. So these were, I mean, they are so far down the list as far as taste. These will be going in the trash. So that was just, I don't know. And it's not even that we're spoiled from, homemade cookies, because my husband, he may be a picky eater at some things, but if it comes to a sweet, he will pretty much eat it. So for my husband to say this was nasty and to spit it out, that says something. So the Always Delicious brand, European cookies, classic shortbread. Yeah, that was, and it's still full. That was a definite no. The other one I picked up to try were this one, which was supposed to be a lemon flavored shortbread. That was along the same thing. It's completely artificial tasting. They're absolutely awful. I mean, they're just terrible, absolutely terrible. I would not recommend those at all. And the last, since these already got thrown out, so I did grab the container, the packaging, were oven baked fudge covered graham rounds. And yeah, these were the same thing. It's like, so, I don't know. They were absolutely disgusting. The little bit of, well, the chocolate it's not even a glossy chocolate. It's like it's like a powdery chocolate. The color, it's like chocolate and somebody dusted flour over it. It's not a shiny chocolate. It doesn't really even look like chocolate. It's got such an artificial, they were just nasty. So I spent $3.75 to give it a try, because people are always talking about the Dollar Tree cookies, and that was our taste test of them. So that was that. I will never, this was it. I usually just stick at the Dollar Tree. I stick to lemon juice and Goya seasoning, but I did grab the 2 cream sodas, and that was fine. The IBC, again, we knew what that tasted like, and the other one we bought for a taste test, and that just brought Brooklyn, New York right back to me. Italian cream sodas. But the cookies, that is a definite no. Definite no. So I'll be right back. Let me make some room. Okay, let's do Amazon real quick. They were out of the organic ones, so I just got these hemp hearts. I use these in baking. I toss them on salads. I put them in granola. I make a mix of flax meal, hemp hearts, and chia seeds that I'll sprinkle on lots of different things. And you can buy it. It's called a super seed mix. And I want to say it's around $15 by Better Body Foods, I believe. But I find it's just cheaper to buy the individual items, the flax meal, the hemp hearts, and the chia seeds, and mix equal parts. And I'll mix it in a jar. I'll put just equal parts, like a half a cup of each one, shake it up, and it's good to go. And then I also have the individual chia, flax, and hemp to use in other things where I just want those and I don't want the mixture. So, but anyway, I usually buy organic. They were out. This is a 24-ounce bag, so it's 1.5 pounds. It was $16.46 or 62 cents an ounce. Wal-Mart had a 16-ounce bag for $10.97 or 68.8 cents an ounce. So this was definitely much cheaper. So I got that off Amazon. And the last thing from Amazon was a 50-pack of the Swiss Miss hot chocolate. It was $8.68. Now, my husband likes hot chocolate. I've tried several different types of, where you just buy the ready-made. I have tried those. I've tried probably 6 where you mix your own hot chocolate mix with cocoa powder and dry milk or powdered creamer, just all the ones that are out there. My husband does not like them. This is the only one he likes. So, I buy this for my husband, and he does a lot for me. And, we budget for this, and this will last quite a while for us or for my husband. So 50 Swiss Miss packs for $8.68 from Amazon. Okay, there are some items that are in the freezer, and it is currently going on about 83 degrees here, I think, and it's only a little bit, it's about 1:45. So I didn't want to take those out of the freezer. So what I got was a pork butt for that was 24.78. Also to have room on the table, we have a small table where 3-gallon jugs of White House vinegar at $4.27 each. Again, I'm getting ready for canning season. I got 2 pork loin or half pork loins. The one was $10.38 and the other was $11.61. And then I got a 4.5 pound package of ground beef. It was marked down. It was originally $27.94, marked down to $22.91. So I picked that up. And the thing is, I don't eat meat. I do not eat meat at all. I haven't eaten meat since 1992. So the pork, between the pork butt, the 2 pork loins, and the ground beef, that will last a very, very long time. And what I do with that is, well, now we have a freezer. First, I have a freezer. We got our first refrigerator since moving here last March. So March of 2025, we got our first refrigerator since moving here. So for 25 years, we lived without a refrigerator. About a month and a half ago, our son gave us his chest freezer, which is a small one. I forget the size, but it's a small one. And it was real interesting getting it inside our Jeep and bringing it home down our bumpy road. I do have a video showing what our road is like. Please go watch that video. And we brought it home, and it's actually outside undercover because we didn't want to make room and bring it in the house until we made sure that our solar system would run it. Because if we brought it in, moved stuff around, brought it in, and did all of that, and then we didn't have the juice to run it, we only have 1,400 watts, we would have to haul that back outside. So before we did that, we got it all hooked up outside. It's level, undercover, all of that. And we hooked it up, and it was like, well, hot damn, we have a freezer. It works, and our batteries are still going, and we're producing enough juice to power the refrigerator, power the cooler, power the washing machine when I do laundry, power our lights, and we turn our I think it's a 30-inch TV flat screen, and we turn that on for like an hour a night, and we watch something. On Fridays, we're currently watching Outlander because it's Outlander. So, but the meat will stay in the freezer until I get ready to take it out, and I can it, and I do can the meat in pint jars. My husband is not a big meat eater. He basically, it's like an accompaniment. Okay, it accompanies his mashed potatoes or pasta or rice. So he's not a big meat eater, and I finally figured out the proper ratio that my husband likes of meat. And basically it's 1/3 cup. 1/3 cup of shredded beef, 1/3 cup of shredded pork, or 1/3 cup of shredded chicken. That is exactly he doesn't want any more. That does the job for him. So I can that in pint jars. And usually I'll open a pint jar and I'll cook it all up, and then I will measure it out in 1/3 cups. And I usually, out of that pint jar, I will get between 4 and 6 servings of meat for my husband at 1/3 cups. So anyway, that was a long story roundabout about where the meat is. The meat's out in the freezer, and when I get to cook that up and can it, and I'll bring you along to show you how to can meat, I will do that, but that's where the meat is. And also now having it frozen, it'll make it, I can semi-defrost that, which will make it much easier to cut up. Normally without the freezer, if I brought meat home, I tried to do it in the winter, And even with that, I would pack it in coolers. And especially during the warmer months, it would mean throw a bag of ice in a cooler, throw the meat in, throw a bunch more ice on the cooler, bring it home, pack it in this super insulated thing we have that would keep ice for like 3 days. But normally, within 24 hours of bringing it home, I was canning it, and I'd be canning nonstop all day for like 12 hours. This is much easier. Okay. Also, what's not here on the table in the refrigerator is 3 things of tofu, and they were $2.47 each. A little container of Haagen-Dazs for $4.36. My husband likes that. And we used to only get ice cream in the winter when it was cold and we could keep it in the cold box. Now with the freezer and even the little refrigerator freezer, our refrigerator is only 4.5 cubic feet. So again, very small freezer, small refrigerator. I call it R2D2. But that little container of Haagen-Dazs, my husband will get like 6 servings out of that. And I don't eat ice cream. Also, what's not on the table is a quart bottle of oil for my Jeep, $5.66. The oil additive was $4.98. I've got a 36 count of eggs. It was $4.92. I bought bananas and they came to $3.88. And that's the stuff that's not on the table. So sorry about all that, but let's get back. The rest, everything I have is Walmart. So I bought a large bag of the instant non-fat dry milk. That was $19.67. My husband likes hazelnut chocolate. These are normally $5.97. They are being discontinued at $4. So I bought 3 more. My husband usually eats one about a month or so. So I threw the rest, vacuum sealed them. They're in the freezer. These will last. That was a good deal because they're being discontinued. My husband also likes Malta. He is Cuban. He's from Cuba. So these were $4.88 each, and I got 3 of those. I got 1 bag of dried mangoes for $4.37, and I wish I had ordered the mangoes on my Azure order, but I forgot. I bought 2 bags of the Jewel dates for $4.67. And actually, the Better Goods brand, they're actually really good. I've bought several bags, and the dates are soft. They're not dried out. They're just the right amount of sweetness. So this brand seems to be working out. I have yet to have a dried up stale date. I bought 4. I bought 4 boxes of the Walmart brand of black tea. They were $2.18 a box. I bought a can of sweetened condensed milk, $1.97 to make fudge. A can of coconut condensed milk for $3.12 to cook with. I bought a box of the Twinings tea chai for $3.97. I usually chai is basically tea. That's how they say tea, I believe. They say chai. But to get the latte, the masala, you add all the good spices and stuff, the cardamom and everything. So I just hadn't gotten around to making any more of my own mix. So I grabbed that real quick. My husband he has a sweet tooth, okay? The man grew up drinking, I believe it's pronounced guarapo, which is a sugarcane drink. The man has a sweet tooth. So he likes this one. It was $5.48 for a 14.5 ounce box. I do make our own pasta, but this is gardening season and changing over from winter to warmer weather on a lot of things. So it's just super busy right now. So I bought 2 boxes of the rotini for $1.84 of the Barilla and 2 boxes Selinante Tani. I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry. And that's sad because my mom's family is from Italy. But these were $1.84 a piece. So I bought 2. I bought another coconut oil, $13.63. I use that for a lot of different things, especially making popcorn. I got 2 things of the salt, the iodized. Those were 84 cents a piece. I bought some non-food items, which was two garden nozzles for $4.97, and it's actually metal, so it's not the cheap plastic. It's pretty good. I bought 5 lemons, and they were 64 cents each. So I bought 5 lemons. I got 3 limes for 25 cents each. An avocado was 60 cents. The celery, unbelievably, was $1.99. The 3-pound bag of onions was $3.44. And a 5-pound bag of carrots was $4.77. I did get 5 pounds of split peas in my Azure haul that I posted yesterday. So I plan to be making split pea soup. I just about out, so it's time to make a big thing of split pea soup and get that canned. So, and the only other thing I bought at Walmart, and I couldn't believe it, and it was a 6-pack of Fruit of the Loom cotton briefs. There was 6 pair of size 6 briefs, ladies' briefs, for $11.48. And I couldn't believe it. And that was the cheapest. Actually, if you went to Hanes, and I forget what the other brands were, but Hanes were like $14.98, and there was another brand. So this was actually the cheapest package of panties there were. And I told my husband, I came home and I was like, I just spent $11.48 on 6 pairs of panties. I was like, it's really crazy. So now everybody knows what size panties I wear. And yes, I like cotton. I don't care about bikini or stuff like that. Cotton, regular briefs are fine. But yeah, and I know sometimes the larger sizes will cost more. And I had to double check the thing to make sure, was the size 6 put in the wrong place? Nope. And then when you got into like the larger sizes, they were anywhere from 75 cents up. 75 cents more on the Fruit of the Loom to $1, and I want to say it was $1.05 more on the Hanes and the other brand. So the larger the size, the more they charged you. But anyway, this is my Walmart haul. I believe I spent, let me see, I got my receipt. And there was cat food. There was some Fancy Feast cat food. I already put it in the cat food bucket. I think I bought 8 cans of cat food, and my bill came to $329.44, and that includes the oil, the other stuff that's not up here, all the meat, the freezer stuff, the eggs, the bananas, the cat food. So that was my total at Walmart. And I'm still kind of flummoxed about $11.48 for 6 pairs of panties. But so let me know what prices are like in your area, and if you've had to buy undergarments, what prices are you experiencing? Now, a lot of this stuff I won't be buying again for a very long time. This is just basically filling in holes in the pasta. In about 2 weeks, or a month. But a box of pasta between the two of us, that's like 4 meals or whatever. I mean, seriously. And but this is my Walmart haul. Oh, there was 3 other items. They're outside. I bought 3 of the really large bags of the Miracle Grow topsoil because we needed that for our garden. We do a lot of container gardening. So this is my haul, the combination between Walmart, Amazon, and Dollar Tree. And yeah, those Dollar Tree, that was nasty. That was absolutely nasty. And I don't eat sweets. I like fruit. I like vegetables. I like dried fruit, things like that. Every once in a while, I might eat something, but it's usually something I make because I have food allergies and allergic to the food dyes and a lot of additives. So to taste the store cookies, I was just floored. But anyway, thanks very much. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share. Everybody have a really good day, and try not to melt in these extremely high temperatures. Thanks, everybody. Bye.